Hello again everyone. Well, following the problems I had with the e-bike and the chain and derailleur, I thought it would be a good idea to take it into the bike shop so I could get the right parts to replace the chain and the back mechanism maybe. But as you'll see, it didn't really go to plan. I was actually biking into the bike shop to see if I could get a new chain and perhaps a rear derailleur, because I suspected I needed one after the last little incident we had with the e-bike. And look what's happened. I don't think that should really be like that, should it? That's snapped right off there, look, and wound itself all the way in. I wonder if I can walk the rest of the way in and pick one up and put it on while I'm there, perhaps. Oh, well, unfortunately the bike shop didn't have all the right parts in the rear mechanism, the hanger, the chain to carry out that repair, so I've been unable to buy the parts today. Could have ordered them in, I suppose, and pushed the bike all the way home, but it's about 4 miles, so that'd be quite a task. So what I've done is I've left it with them for them to get the parts in and fit. So what was going to be a nice little video of me replacing the chain and the back mechanism is just turned into me paying someone else to do it. But sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and do that, I guess. The amount that I'd saved would have been very little really, I think, by the time I'd gone in and out of town a few times and paid for the parts anyway. I guess I could have ordered the parts off eBay and just had them delivered to the house without any of this hassle, but was trying to support my local bike shop, but ended up supporting them a little bit more than I intended. Right, it's getting dark now and starting to drizzle with rain. What started out as a nice little cycle ride to get some parts and carry out some maintenance, it's turned a bit grim. Well, we're at Wednesday the following week and I've got the bike back. I actually had to do a few more repairs than initially thought. Now I've got my new rear mechanism there and dropout, and also got a new chain. They also had to put a new wheel on because when the mechanism had got entangled up in the chain and frame, it actually ripped a few spokes out and actually ripped all the metal out from the wheel, so I had to have a whole new wheel. But on the plus side, I've just ridden it back from town and it seems to be working flawlessly, so they have done a pretty good job on that, I think. Now it cost me £170 in all. It was a little bit disappointing to not be able to do the work myself, but it just made more sense to get them to do it since the bike was already there. I don't think they charged a massive amount for labour. The only fly in the ointment really is that when I got home I hadn't got my key to release the battery. And I remembered that when I was in the bike shop I'd taken the key off the key ring with the intention of giving it to the bike shop in case they wanted to take the battery off to work on it, because that's what I'd do. I rang them up and explained this to them, but unfortunately they couldn't remember me giving them the key. Now I'm not sure if they'd forgotten and not given me the key back and then lost the key somehow, or if they'd said they didn't need the key and I'd put it in my pocket and hadn't remembered. But all I really remember is taking it off the key ring. Now I have managed to find a spare key, so it's not a massive disaster, but I think the lesson there is always get a receipt if you give anyone the key to anything. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.